My name is Amber and I'm with Mindful Yoga and Art St. Louis, STL, and today I am going outside to do a yoga class. So it is December and it is beautiful outside, so I thought what better way to enjoy nature, enjoy yoga, than to do it here. And specifically, I'm at Laumeier Sculpture Park if you are in St. Louis. This is a beautiful place to just explore and have fun at. Today we're going to focus on our legs, our ankles, hamstrings, calf muscles, all those good things, and knees as well. And we're going to go through a series of stretches and yoga movements that just help with getting more flexibility, getting more of a good stretch, and just making our legs ready for what is to come. So I hope you enjoy today's class. All right, we're going to start in a standing position today. So we're going to put our feet approximately hip width apart. We're going to spread out our toes wide, and we're going to find a grounded position. I'm technically on a slant here, but I'm going to do my best today to just show you some different movements that involve the ankles and the legs. So let's first just stay grounded for a moment and take a breath. There's a great quote that I'll put on the screen here. But the quote is about be like a tree, stay grounded, stay rooted. And a lot of times we don't think about how our feet touch the earth underneath us or how our feet help propel us through this world. But it's one of those things that I just like to bring attention to and maybe take a few mindful breaths to just focus on. So I'm going to ask you to go ahead and spread those feet wide. Go ahead and rock back and forth from the balls of your feet to the heels. And maybe also leaning from side to side, bringing gentle movements and just recognizing where your feet touch the earth or touch the mat underneath you. And while doing this, let's go ahead and take an inhale, filling the belly, exhale, letting that belly button sink in towards the spine. You don't have to find complete stillness to still be mindful. You can still be aware of what's going on underneath you and be mindful of your breath at the same time. Take a few more breaths. I know I said 3, but let's just keep the breaths rolling. Coming into the situation or this environment wherever you are. I'm in a sculpture park right now, but you may be in your basement, you may be in your living room, you may be outside too. And just recognizing what's around you, what's underneath you, and then coming into an awareness of what's going on inside you as well, with your breath, with maybe any tension that you have today. And then as you continue to breathe, we're going to start doing just lifting up one foot at a time. I'm lifting up my right foot first and just doing some gentle ankle circles. One way, and ankle circles the other way. It's important to feel and bring awareness to what's going on with your ankle and what's going on with where your toes are touching the ground. You may or may not be able to really get a good stretch here, but we'll keep working on our ankles and stretch them in different feet, and our feet, and stretch our feet in different ways. Switch feet. Go ahead, and we're going to just start by warming up those ankles on the opposite side. Simple little circles, still coming into contact with the ground. And then once again, coming in contact with the earth, we're going to hug one knee into our body, testing our balance to start with. And I'm on a hill, so this is extra fun. All right, so hugging that knee in to your body, holding onto the front of the knee with your hands. And once again, just continuing those ankle circles. We're going to keep holding that knee with the opposite hand, so right knee, left hand, and then take that right hand up and reach it behind you. You may find that you lose balance, and that's okay. So let's try it again and maybe just do one thing at a time. So inhale, hug that knee in. Exhale, Hug that knee with just the left hand if it's your right knee, and then reach back with your right hand. So a slight twist to your lower body. Inhale, reach up with the hand. Inhale, reach up with the hand. Exhale, reach behind you. Inhale, reach up with the hand. Reset if you need to. Exhale, reach back. And you can play with your hand here. Maybe you lose your balance and have to reset, and that's okay too. But getting that good twist and coming out of it. I came out of it like a crazy, graceful dancer, didn't I? Okay, opposite side. Let's hug that opposite knee into our body. Stretch. This is my left knee, so I'm stretching my right toes out, gripping the mat underneath me. Breathing. Right hand to left knee, and left knee reaches behind me. Oh, goodness. Left hand reaches behind. Once again, you can be playful with that hand. Sometimes it helps to just keep your gaze in the same place, but you can also bring that arm around and just be playful with it. And go ahead and set down that foot. We're going to use our blocks, or maybe if you have a stair or a wall today, using our blocks, we're going to set up our blocks here, and we're going to step at the front of our feet on those blocks. So our toes and the ball of the feet, so that our feet are at an incline here. So once again, arms are out here for balance, out here, stretching through the calves. It's kind of an intense stretch right now, I'll have to admit. And you may want to step just a little bit on a wall or a little bit further. So stretching those calves here and breathing. We're going to inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, reach down towards those feet, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, reach down towards the feet, forward fold. Inhale, reach up to the sky again. And exhale, hands at your heart. So once again, bring any playful movements, any movements that you want or need to this here, stretching through those calves. I don't normally do this one in yoga, but it is a good stretch. All right, and then taking those blocks, we're gonna go ahead and set them at the back of our mat, and then pressing our heels on them. So almost like a pair of high heel shoes here. So stepping down, inhaling, reaching up once again, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up to the sky, and then hands come to your heart, and breathe. So stretching our feet in a different way. You can do this without blocks, absolutely, and just bend the knees and just kind of come down a little bit, almost in a seated position, but it's just a little bit focused. It's more focused of a stretch if you can. Set your heels either on a step or a block or the wall behind you. All right, and then taking those blocks out, we're gonna come into a yoga squat. So spread those legs wide into a wide-legged stretch here. And then we're gonna take our arms up, exhale, prayer position, and then coming down into that yoga squat. So you could use props for this as well and place that yoga block underneath you to just help this yoga squat position a little bit more. Or if you want more of a challenge, to just leave that out to the side. So in this position, you can vary whether you come to the balls of your feet or come down to your heels. Excuse me, nose is running. So in this yoga squat, I'm going to challenge you, if you are on your heels, to walk in your feet just a little bit and then come up to the balls of your feet for that extra little love in the ankles. All right, Remember with yoga squat, our tailbone is reaching towards the earth and the top of our head is reaching up towards the sky. And we're trying to elongate our spine at the same time here. Inhale here and exhale. We're going to come down onto our left heel, reach our hands down to the mat for support, and stretch that right leg out to the side. Toes pop up. We feel that long stretch, keeping that leg straight. That right leg is stretching out to the side and toes are reaching up to the sky. So you can walk your hands on either side of your left knee here. Keep them at the center. And once again, bringing any playful movements into this that you might want. Even lifting your hands up to your heart. Lifting your hands up to the sky. Keep breathing. Yoga is definitely about trying different things, noticing and bringing awareness to it, and bringing awareness to your breath. And if you have limitations, that is okay. And I have definite limitations, so I don't expect you to do all these movements. Do what feels comfortable to you. We're going to switch legs. So let's bring that right leg in, coming through that yoga squat once again. We're going to take 3 breaths here. And then bringing our fingers down to the earth or to the mat underneath us, stretching out that left leg to the side. Toes pop up to the sky. Really bringing those toes also towards your body can really activate the psoas muscle, activate those hamstrings, really help you with a good stretch down the legs. So once again, breathe and find whatever feels good to you with your hands, whether it's in the middle, on each side of your toe, on each side of your knee. Hands come to a prayer position or reaching out or up. Lose balance, that's okay. Ah! All right, find what's comfortable for you. One more deep breath here. And then coming back into that yoga squat. Hands at a prayer position here. Once again, pushing the elbows into those knees. We're going to slowly reach out one more time. Right foot stretches out to the side of your mat or to the back of your mat. Reach up with your right arm here. Inhale. Exhale, reach down towards those toes. And inhale, reach up to the sky. Creating a straight line all the way from your heel, pressing into the earth, from your fingertips, reaching up to the sky. So it's a diagonal line here. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. And inhale. So I got mixed up with my breath there. I'm human, so find what works for you. Typically squeezing and reaching, we will do exhales. And typically reaching, it depends. Inhales on the reaching or exhales. So I'm switching it up for you today just to throw you a curveball because we all need good challenges, right? All right, hands come down to the earth, switch sides. Once again, left leg comes out to the side, toes pop up. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, reach down to the toes. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, reach down to the toes, and one more. Inhale, and exhale. All right, yoga squat one more time here. I think I said that last time, but I mean it this time. All right, from this yoga squat, let's go ahead and place our hands on the earth and come into a tabletop position. I'm gonna make sure things are tucked here. I'm gonna move my block. And we're gonna go into a couple of cat-cow stretches to just bring some extra movement to our legs. So from this position, let's ground down our hands on the mat underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. We're gonna take a couple of just initial cat-cow. So inhaling, looking up, dropping our belly button towards the earth. Exhale, squeezing that belly button in towards our spine, pushing down through our hands, and chin comes to our chest. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. I think this is 3. And exhale. All right. Find that tabletop position once again. We're going to inhale and hug that right knee in towards our body. Exhale, kick that right heel out behind us. Play with your flex and point of that foot. Hope you can see that. I'm not sure if my foot is being recorded or not. So flex and point. And then we're going to take that right foot and go ahead and take it off to the left side of your mat. So right foot is crossing over the middle line and going off to the left side of our mat. We're going to ground down through our right hand, take our left hand to our hip, and go ahead and look behind us. So the ball of our foot is pressing into the earth behind us. We're stretching those toes. We're looking behind at what's going on. And we are releasing. So back to that tabletop position. We're going to go into a little bit different of a stretch. So inhale here. Exhale, kick that right heel out behind you once again. But this time, take that right foot off to the side of your mat. So right foot is pressing into the earth. We're trying to press the pinky edge of that right foot into the earth. Breathe, really pushing the sole of that foot into the ground as much as you can, stretching through the legs, stretching through the ankles. And then if you can, using your core muscles, inhale, coming up to a kneeling position. So I'm going to turn off to the side. So pressing through that foot, reaching up, 8 pose. Exhale here, arms come down behind you. Inhale, fingertips come up. And exhale, hands come to the earth. Bring in that right foot and bring in that right knee, tabletop position. Let's do those same movements on the left side. Inhale, hug that knee in. Exhale, kick that left foot out. Flex and point. Playing with that left ankle, playing with that left foot. And then crossing the midline with those left toes. Left toes go off to the right side of the mat. Spread those left fingers wide. Take your right hand to your hip. Go ahead and glance back and see what's happening. You're creating a crescent shape with your body here. Really pressing through the ball of the feet, pressing through the toes, getting that stretch in the feet still. Inhale here and exhale. Knee comes back underneath you. And then just like we did on the other side, inhale, hug that knee in. Exhale, kick the left heel out to the side, and then take the left foot out to the side. So I'm gonna switch positions just a little bit so you can see this a little bit better. So I'm still pressing through my hands. I'm still activating my shoulders, but I'm also really pressing down through the pinky edge of my left foot to really activate the leg and the ankle here. Inhale, exhale. Walk your hands in toward your body, using your core, lifting up here. Inhale, exhale. Still pressing through that left foot. Bringing up the hands towards the sky. Exhale, bringing the hands behind you. Inhale, bringing the hands up. And exhale, coming back to that tabletop position. All right, we're going to sit back on our heels for a moment here. So we're going to tuck our toes. And once again, you can always use extra knee support here with towels or a blanket, or doubling up your mat by folding it in. And then if this is uncomfortable to tuck your toes like this, go ahead and press the tops of your feet into the mat. But we're tucking our toes, walking our hands back, and it's whatever degree that you feel comfortable with. Maybe keeping your hands on the mat and stretching like this is enough, or maybe you have the flexibility to go all the way into a hips on your heels seated position. But once again, do what doesn't cause you discomfort. No pain either. So taking some breaths here. You may find like, ooh, that's enough. And you may want to walk those fingers forward a little bit to ease off of those toes. Whatever you need. We're going to take one more deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. Untuck those toes. Press the tops of the feet into the earth, and then we're going to sit back all the way onto those heels. So inhaling here, raising the fingertips up to the sky. Exhaling, arms come down to your side. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, rooting down through the tops of your feet, rooting down through your shins in the seated position, and being mindful of your breath coming in and out with each inhale and exhale. We're going to take it into some low lunges and some different stretches that way. So once again, coming in through that tabletop position, we're going to hug that right foot in and underneath us, kick that right foot out behind us. One more time, inhale it in and underneath us, and use that momentum to step it through. So from this position, we're going to find our balance. Spread those right toes wide, push up through the ball of the right foot, lifting your torso, lifting your heart, and inhale, reach up to the sky. From here, twisting towards that right knee. I place my left hand on the outside of the right knee and go ahead and bend my left arm behind me here. Slight twist. I'm going to take that left hand off the right knee and place it down on the mat as I bring my right hand up to the sky. Once again, really activating this leg by pressing through that ball of the feet, keeping it at a 90-degree angle. Inhale here and exhale. Right hand comes down to the outside of the right foot, and we slowly straighten the right leg and walk those fingertips back towards our back knee. So this one's called half splits, and this one sometimes requires these beautiful things, these blocks. So you may want to use these blocks to press your hands into, lift those toes up to the sky. If you have the flexibility, you can always reach the fingertips down towards the mat. Half split is a little challenging, and it really stretches those hamstrings. So do the best that you can. Inhale here in this half splits position. Exhale, walk it forward. We're going to walk both hands to the inside of the right foot. Wiggle walk the right foot forward just a little bit so that we can lean into this pose, this lizard pose, a little bit more. So right foot is almost out to the edge of the right mat. I'm still hugging the knee in towards my body. I'm shifting forward and down with my hips. Staying here for a moment and breathing, and then going into whatever variation that you want to challenge yourself with today. So staying here is okay. Coming down to your forearms is also another option. Or coming down to a block. We're going to keep our knee grounded here for just a moment. Just a few more breaths, not a moment, a few more more breaths. Pressing through the top of the back foot, pressing through the ball of the front foot. And then wherever you are, go ahead and ground those hands down into the earth once again. And then we're going to pop that back knee off the ground by tucking the back toes, pressing down into the earth, just for a little bit more of an advanced lizard pose here. Inhale, bring the right hand off the mat, reach it up towards the sky. Breathing, reach it forward and down. Awesome. From this pose, we're going to go into a pigeon pose. So I'm going to ask you to walk that right foot across your mat, or gently coax it across your mat, bringing it so that your right knee is towards the right side of your mat and your toes are headed off towards the left side. So the bottom of the right leg stays stretched perpendicular to the mat here, and then you can kind of slide back with your left leg a little bit more. So you can always put a block in between your hips and the floor here for a little bit easier of a stretch. And you can always come down to your forearms. Let your head and neck relax here, or come all the way down with your head to the mat. So find what feels comfortable for you. So pigeon pose. All right. In this pigeon pose, don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to be aware of where you are rooted into the earth right now. So the top of your back foot is pressing into the earth, your knee is pressing into the earth, your front leg and your front ankle and toes are pressing into the earth, as well as your forearms. Inhale here, walk it up, take blocks out if you need to. Slide that knee back and come into that tabletop position once again. From tabletop position, we're going to do those same movements on the left side. So inhale, hug that left knee in and underneath you. Exhale, kick that left heel out behind you. Inhale, use the momentum to take that left knee in and underneath you and step it forward into that low lunge. All right, in this low lunge position, find your balance, press through the ball of the front foot. Inhale, reach up with those fingertips. Feeling the strength of this low lunge. Exhale, take those arms out behind you. Inhale, fingertips come up towards the sky. And exhale, let's take our right hand to our left knee. And go ahead and bring that left arm behind you for a simple low lunge twist. Just simple. 3 mindful breaths here. And take your right hand down to the mat, left hand comes up to the sky. Pressing through the back of the top of your back foot and the ball of your front foot. Inhale, reach it up, and exhale, left hand comes down to the mat. We're walking our hands back here and lifting up our left toes and straightening that left leg for that half splits position once again. Once again, you can always use blocks if you need to for stability. We're going to be here for a few breaths, so stretching through the hamstrings, grounding down through our front heel. You can also lift up in this position and press your hands into your thigh. I like to give you options. Try different things. See what feels good. Inhale here in this half splits. One more breath, and then walk it forward. Let's come into that lizard pose. So both hands to the inside of the left foot wiggle walks out to the outside edge, the outside left edge of the mat. We're going to wiggle walk that foot forward also so that we can really push our hips down and forward. Hands also one hand, take your hand one hand in front of where it was. In this lizard pose, you can stay here, or take it down to your forearms or your blocks. I said that like a Missourian. Forearms. No, that's not a Missourian, that's just weird. 44, Illinois. Those are Missouri things. I've got to put my clothes in the wash. Fun Missouri sayings. Inhale here, breathing into that lizard, pressing down through the ball of the left foot and the top of the right foot. Being mindful about not pressing all of your weight into your knee, but using those feet too to activate your legs. Go ahead and inhale here, coming up to our hands, pressing into the earth. Take the left hand up to the sky here. Inhale and exhale. And go ahead and tuck those back toes behind you. Pressing through the ball of your foot and also pressing your heel to the back wall behind you. Once again, inhale, reach up with the left hand. And exhale, take that hand back down. Take the knee to the earth, left foot comes back into that tabletop position. And we're gonna walk back into that seated position that we were in before. So your choice, you can sit here with the tops of your feet onto the earth, or you can also tuck your toes once again. So we're going to come up into a couple of standing positions here before we finally cool down and stretch it all out again for today. Or I guess we're stretching right now, so we'll just cool down at the end and have our Shavasana. So let's take a few breaths here. Do you feel your ankles? Do you feel your legs? I do. All right. Let's come to that tabletop position once again. Untuck the toes, press the toes into the earth. Deep inhale, and then retuck those toes. Exhale, send the hips up and back into that downward dog position. So from downward dog, we're going to hug that left knee in and underneath us, pressing through our hands, pressing through our back heel. Switch legs, so right knee bends in and underneath you. Switch. Do this one more time on each side. All right, and then we're going to take that right knee underneath us here, kick that right heel up to the sky, and then slowly use the momentum to step that right foot forward in between the front hands. So coming into a position where we can, high lunge position, where we can slowly inhale, reach up to the sky. Go ahead and set that back heel onto the earth at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. And exhale, take those hands back behind you. Inhale, looking up at the sky, pressing through the ball of the front foot. And go ahead and straighten that front leg for me. So I'm clasping the hands behind me, and I'm slowly hinging at the hips, leaning forward over that straight leg. I'm unclasping the hands and slowly reaching down towards that ankle. Inhale, reach up halfway. And inhale, reach up all the way to the sky. Bring the bend back into that front leg. We're going to turn our bodies into a warrior two position. So I'm going to just switch angles here for a second. So from this position, we're going to turn our bodies into a warrior two position. Really pressing down through the pinky edge of that back foot, pressing down into the ball of the front foot. We're going to reach it forward into an extended side angle. Not dumping all of our weight into our forearm, but using our feet, using our legs. and then stretching back into a reverse warrior. So straightening that front leg and reaching that top hand over across the top of your head. Extended side angle once again. We're going to do these 3 times. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle. And reverse warrior. Beautiful. All right, take it out to that warrior 2 position once again. And then we're going to step forward with our right foot. I did a little twirl, but you don't have to do the twirl. Step forward with your right foot. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Press your hands into the earth here. We're going to step back with our right foot, step back with our left foot into that tabletop position once again. And just like we did before, we're going to tuck our toes, lift our hips up and back into that downward dog. Inhale, hug that left knee in and underneath us. Exhale, kick it back behind you. And use the momentum to inhale, take it all the way underneath you and step it forward. High lunge here. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, set that back foot onto the earth. 45-degree angle. Do you feel where your feet are grounded into the earth? Check it out. Pay attention. Notice. Inhale here. Exhale. Hands come behind us. Inhale. Take the bend out of that front leg. And slowly hinge forward over the left leg. Unclasp those hands behind you, reach down towards your ankle. Whatever flexibility allows you to do today. Inhale, reach up halfway. Take a breath here. And inhale, reach all the way up. Bring the bend back to that front leg. Arms come out wide to the side for warrior 2. Lift the chest, lift the heart, squeeze those shoulder blades. And we're going to take it into an extended side angle and a reverse warrior. So extended side angle, right hand comes over the top of the head, reaches forward. Reverse warrior, left hand windmills over the top of our head as we bring the bend out of that front knee. Inhale, extended wide side angle. And third one. We're doing 3s again today. All right. Coming into that warrior 2 position again. Let's step forward with our right foot to meet our left at the front of the mat. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, press the hands into the earth, step back with your right foot, take that knee down, step back with your left foot, take that knee down. And then we're going to come into a seated position. So go ahead and sit back on those heels, and then we're going to go ahead and take those feet underneath us and around. So stretching out the feet in front of us, we're going to press down with our hands on either side of our hips. Bring those toes towards you as much as you can. Reach it forward with the hands and the arms. Maybe you can catch your toes. Maybe you can touch the bottoms of your feet, or maybe you can only touch your shins. Reach for what you can reach for today. All right. Taking then the right foot into your body, almost a seated tree position here. We're going to reach out towards our left ankle. Right hand comes up and overhead, reaches towards those left toes. You can always use a towel here at home. If you have a towel, you can reach for that really stretch the bottom of the foot pretty well with a towel as well. And you can take that towel around both feet and stretch forward as well. Inhale here. Take both hands up and reach forward with both hands towards that left ankle. Letting your head and neck hang loose here. Inhale, come up to a seated position, and then slowly walk your hands off to the right side and behind you for a seated twist. We didn't focus too much on the arms or the neck today, but in future videos we will. Inhale, face it forward and switch. So right foot is forward, right hand reaches toward the right ankle. Reach that left arm behind you and up and over the top of your head. Inhale, reach both hands back and then reach towards that ankle once again. Using a towel here, using some kind of a strap, whatever you choose if you need to. Coming up here and then walking your hands off to the left side of your mat for a seated twist. Inhale, face it forward. I'm going to switch the direction my body is in because I'm going downhill here, and I want to show you a couple of last stretches for your legs. So we're going to lay back on our backs here. I'm going to realize there's a barrette in my hair that I had the whole time. Inhale here, hug those legs in towards your body. Hug just one leg at a time, stretching the opposite leg up to the sky. And switch. Crossing those ankles or bringing the soles of your feet together. Pull those feet in towards your body into a laying butterfly pose or a laying cobbler pose. Deep breaths here. Inhale once again, hug those knees in and underneath you. Go ahead and wrap the arms around the back of the thighs and slowly lift up the soles of the feet to the sky or to your ceiling. One more time doing ankle circles, doing different things here. If you want more of a challenge, bringing your nose up towards your knees while you stretch. And once again, straps, towel, if you so choose to do that instead of hugging the back of your legs, that also can work. We're going to take the legs off to the side. There's a beautiful hawk flying above me. Lift those legs up to the sky and take those legs off to the other side. Do that 3 times. Pretty sure I'm showing my undies. Let me just pull things up here. Exhale. Awareness, self-conscious awareness. I'm guilty. It's good to have awareness. No guilt. Exhale. Bring those feet down to the earth. For your final stretch of the day, let's go ahead and just bring our soles of our feet together, knees off to the side. Inhale, reach up to the sky or reach back behind your head with your fingertips. And then bringing the arms to a comfortable position on either side of your body. For our Shavasana today, go ahead and just bring awareness to your breath as you lay here, letting all those stretches, those leg stretches and everything sink into your body. And then slowly, ever so slowly, coming back into your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, coming back into that awareness of having to step into the world with groundedness, with the knowledge that you are strong and rooted and that your legs are stretched and ready. Go ahead and come up to a seated position. Thank you for joining me today for today's class about stretching our legs, our ankles, and just improving a little bit of the flexibility and blood flow in our bodies. So from my heart to yours, thank you so much. I honor the strength and determination in each and every one of you, and thank you for joining me. My name is Amber again. Hope to see you again.